It was a cold, rainy night in the outskirts of Seattle when David, a long-haul truck driver, found himself driving through a desolate stretch of highway. The road was surrounded by dense forests, and the only sound apart from the rain tapping on his windshield was the low hum of his truck's engine. It was the kind of night that made your skin crawl without any reason. As David rounded a bend, his headlights caught the figure of a young woman standing by the side of the road. She was drenched, shivering, and waving desperately for help. Against his better judgment, David pulled over. The girl, who looked no older than 25, got in, her pale face framed by wet, dark hair. She muttered a quiet, "Thank you," before settling into the passenger seat. David noticed she didn't have much luggage, just a small purse clutched tightly in her lap. "What are you doing out here so late?" he asked, glancing at her nervously. The girl hesitated before replying, I had an argument with my boyfriend. He left me stranded." Her voice trembled, and David couldn't tell if it was from fear or the cold. She gave him an address a few miles down the road, a place David knew vaguely. It was near an old bridge notorious for accidents and strange happenings. He couldn't shake the eerie feeling crawling up his spine. As they drove, David tried to make conversation, but the girl remained mostly silent, staring out the window with a distant expression. It was then he noticed something strange. Despite being soaked, the seat beneath her remained completely dry. His heart skipped a beat. Reaching the bridge, David felt a sudden chill envelop the cab of the truck. The girl turned to him and said softly, "This is my stop." He pulled over, but when he turned to let her out, she was gone. Confused and panicked, David got out of the truck, searching the area. He called out, but the only sound was the rain hitting the metal of his truck. Then he noticed something. Lying on the seat where she had been sitting was an old photograph of the same girl, smiling brightly, with the date 1974 scrawled in the corner. Shaken, David drove to the address she had given him. When he arrived, it was an old, decrepit house with broken windows and a sagging roof. A neighbor, noticing his truck, came out to ask what he was doing there. When David described the girl, the neighbor's face went pale. "That's impossible," the man said. "The girl you're describing died on this bridge 20 years ago. She was hit by a truck while trying to hitchhike. People say her spirit still roams this road looking for a ride home." David didn't wait to hear more. He left the house, gripping the steering wheel with trembling hands, the photograph burning a hole in his pocket. To this day, he doesn't drive that stretch of road without thinking about the girl who vanished into thin air. If you found this story spine-chilling and want to hear more haunting urban legends like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Ghost Story 2.0, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. Don't forget to comment your thoughts. Do you believe in spirits like this? Have you experienced anything similar? Let us know.